All right. So there are going to be some uncomfortable things you're going to have to accept when you quit smoking weed. I'm not going to say them in particular order. It's just going to be off the top of my head. First one, you're going to have to accept you're most likely not going to be around the same people when you quit smoking weed. Because obviously when you smoke weed, some people smoke weed by themselves. Like a lot of people smoke weed alone, but a lot of people smoke weed with people. Yeah. So you're going to have to accept you're not going to be hanging around the same people when you quit smoking weed, because there's going to be nothing for you to, there's not going to be a reason for you to be around them. You're going to realize, oh shit, the only reason why I was around this person was because I was getting high with them. You're not going to be in the same environments often. You're going to have to accept withdrawal symptoms. That's another one. You're going to have to accept fucking facing reality, and you're not going to be able to escape your emotions anymore like you was doing before. You're not going to be able to escape your emotions. You're going to have to start facing reality. You're going to have to start finding other hobbies. And that's a good thing. Like, you're going to actually be more consistent with what you really want to be consistent with. Because a lot of people, not everybody, some people can smoke weed and go to the gym. I was smoking weed and I was going to the gym. I was getting things done. You know what I'm saying? Like, not matter of fact, let me rephrase that. I wasn't getting things done. What am I talking about? I wasn't thinking. When I was smoking weed, I was still going to the gym. I was still working, but I was just getting by life. Like, I was intoxicated all the time, just getting by life, not thinking of the bigger picture. I was just doing, obviously I had to go to work. I had to have an income. I was going to the gym, and yes, I was gaining muscle, building muscle when I was smoking weed, but I was never able to get ripped and lean because my diet was just shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I was smoking weed as well, I was staying up later than I do now. Now I've been clean off weed since 2020, so 6 years I've not smoked weed. I smoked weed for 4 days in 2023 when I was going through like the worst time of my life for 4 days, but I don't really count that. But I officially quit in 2020, so I've been clean off weed for 6 years. And once you actually quit smoking weed, you'll realize everything becomes easier. The longer you continue to smoke weed, the harder you're going to make your life. Like, people use weed as an escape mechanism. They're like, oh, like if they're stressed out, they'll run to weed. If they're depressed, they'll run to weed. If they're anxious, they run to weed. And that's keeping you comfortable. That's keeping you comfortable. That's stunting your growth. You know what I'm saying? If you actually want to grow in life, you have to get uncomfortable. And one of the uncomfortable truths is you're going to experience withdrawal symptoms. You're going to go through it. It's going to fucking happen. Yes, it's going to happen. But no matter what in life, you have to stay active, because if you don't stay active, your mind's going to play games with you even more. The anxiety is going to kick in harder. Like, and first of all as well, you need direction. Like, if you just quit smoking weed and you just sit there doing nothing, you just live the same lifestyle and you have no direction, of course you're going to be depressed and anxious and not know what to do with your life. Of course, you need fucking direction in life. You need structure. And the quickest way to build structure in your life is, I always say it, is an early wake up time, a solid workout routine, and a solid diet. I'm not saying you have to eat like a fucking bodybuilder, you know what I'm saying? Like someone who's on a cut, you know what I'm saying? You just have to have a solid diet where you're eating good food 80 to 85% of the time. And work out at least 3 days a week. You should be working out. In general, you should be working out, but I would say 4 or 5. Like, just be working out consistently. And when I quit smoking weed personally, the way I quit was I had a mindset shift. So I realized all the previous times I tried to quit, that's the word I hate saying, is I tried to quit, is because I was trying, but I didn't really want to deep down. You have to train your brain to not want to smoke weed, because if you want to smoke it, you're gonna give yourself any excuse to go back and smoke it. That's just the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna give yourself any excuse, any uncomfortable feeling you go through, you're gonna give yourself any excuse to go and smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? And another uncomfortable truth, sorry, I was going a bit off topic there. Another uncomfortable truth is your sleep's gonna get worse. It may get worse before it gets better. A lot of people complain when they quit smoking weed, saying, "Oh, I can't sleep properly." It's because you've been sleeping depending on a drug for fucking years. So the first night of sleep without that drug, it's gonna feel hard. It's gonna feel fucking hard. It might be hard for the first week, for the first couple months, but it will get easier. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. And really and truly, your sleeps actually get better without weed. Like, you just have to give yourself time to stay away from it, and your sleep actually eventually will get even better than it ever was when you quit smoking weed. It will actually get better. But people are too fucking impatient because they had a couple bad sleeps. They're like, oh, like, I'm just gonna go back to smoking weed. I can't handle it. I can't sleep without it. Like, you're gonna fall asleep eventually. You can't stay up late. You can't stay up for 2-3 days straight, can you? You're gonna fall asleep eventually. You're going to fall asleep. So just ride it out. Even if you have a sleepless night for the first night or two, you just ride it out. You're gonna eventually fall asleep. Another uncomfortable truth is life is gonna feel boring without it. It's gonna feel boring at the start because everything you do revolves around weed. That was for me as well. Every time I tried to quit smoking, life would feel boring without it. And I would just be thinking about it all day because everything I was doing, everywhere I would go, everyone I would be around, weed was there. Everywhere I would go, weed was coming with me. Every night before sleep, I was smoking weed. Every day as soon as I would wake up, I would smoke weed. And without that, yes, it's gonna feel boring at the start, but the more active you keep yourself, the less boring it will be. That's why you have to get straight into the gym. If you're somebody who doesn't go to the gym, get straight into the gym when you quit smoking. Make sure you have a fucking job. Make sure you have a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep yourself busy. Make sure you have something you're working on, like a side hustle, or start putting out YouTube videos, or start just filming content. Start doing something. You know what I'm saying? You have to start doing something. Another uncomfortable truth is you'll realize you're gonna actually have to use your mental strength to actually fucking get through things mentally. You know what I'm saying? There's no more escaping now. There's no more escaping your feelings, escaping stress. You're actually gonna have to use and build mental toughness to actually get through hard times. That's another thing you're gonna have to, another harsh reality you're gonna have to accept, because I understand life is tough. Like, we're all stressed. People get stressed out, you know what I'm saying? But you have to learn how to deal with stress without a substance. Because if you keep depending on weed to control your anger, control your emotions, like, you're making yourself weaker because you're depending on something externally to deal with internal issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to strengthen yourself internally. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in the work. You have to do things that make you proud. You have to do things that make you proud. You have to build that physique you want. You have to take the daily steps working towards the life you want. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, like, run away from life and mask the pain and mask your stress. You have to build mental strength. You can't mask the stress. Like, weed is masking the pain. It's not dealing with the pain. It's not facing it. You have to fucking face that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, having a sober life is the best. There's nothing better than a sober, clean life where your mind's always sharp, you're always on point, you're responsible, you make no excuses, you're reliable to people. You know what I'm saying? When you're high, you're not reliable. You're not reliable. You think you are. You think you're active when you're high, but you're fucking not. You're not. You have to be real with yourself. Stop living in denial. Stop thinking weed is beneficial, because like I say all the fucking time, every way you think weed is helping you is actually backfiring on you. It's not helping you. It's making you weaker internally. And the more you weaken yourself internally, it will start to show externally. People will see it. People will fucking see it. I'm telling you. If you're struggling to quit weed, you're sick of the cycle, you're sick of lying to yourself, telling yourself you're gonna quit, and you're still smoking, you're still not able to quit, reach out to me on Instagram. That's the best place to reach out to me. My Instagram is JohnnyCherry_, JOHNNYCHERRY_. I used to go by the name of JC the Coach, but I'm going by my real name from now. So reach out to me on Instagram and I'll definitely be able to help you.